Hey everyone, this is Lal already, and welcome back to Abstrakt Music Lab. Today we're going to talk about arrangements, and I'm going to help you out decide which is the perfect arrangement for the track that you're working on right now. This works with any track, any genre, any DAW, and it's a technique that I've been using myself and teaching to my students as well, and I hope this can help you today as well. This video is going to be split in 4 sections, so we're going to talk about what is the main problem that I see producers making in terms of arrangement, how reference tracks can help you out decide the perfect arrangement for your tracks. 3, I'm going to show you this trick that I use for every track, and 4th, I'm going to show you the benefits and how to apply it to your track right now. So stick out to the video and let's start with topic number 1. So 1, what is the main problem that I see producers making in terms of arrangement? So I give feedbacks to 20 to 30 tracks per week, and the main problem that I see happening in terms of arrangement is sometimes the tracks are too long, like excessively long. And this is a problem because when the track is excessively long, it tends to get repetitive. And when it gets repetitive, your listener might skip your track. And when he skips 3 tracks in a row, forget about it. He's gone, So what I want to show you today is how your arrangement can be interesting enough so your listener sticks through the whole track and doesn't skip it. Of course, there's a disclaimer that your track needs to be good as well, but at least the arrangement is out of the question. So how can reference tracks help you out with this? Now let's hop into Ableton and let's go. So we're here on Ableton right now, and I have 4 tracks over here. There are 4 house tracks, and we're going to analyze them. I'm going to start by chopping them, breaks and drops, so we can analyze the sections. I'm going to start doing this right now. So 1, 2, 3, bam. All the songs are analyzed, and we have the structures. Breaks are in light blue, drops in orange, and we clearly see a pattern over here. We have 2 tracks which have 2 drops. We have 2 tracks which have 3 drops. Okay, so this gives me a reference that if I want to go with 3 drops, I might have to analyze these tracks over here. If I want to go with 2 drops, I might have to analyze these tracks over here. Pay attention to this. So 2 drops, look at the size of the breaks. Okay, this is a break / drop, but it's still a break. And look at the size of the drops. Pretty similar, right? If we're going with 3 breaks, 3 drops, you can see that break 1 over here varies a little bit and drop 1 varies a little bit as well. But break 2 is exactly the same. Drop 2 may vary, but ultimately they are the same size. And these are songs that hit over millions of plays on Spotify. This gives me a clear outline of what I have to do next. And then we go to step number 3, which is the trick that I'm going to show you right now. We can actually start creating a track before we start even composing the track. So let's say we want to go for a 2 drop track, 2 breaks. I'm going to create a MIDI track over here. I'm going for a 45-second intro. I don't have to go exactly 1.5 minutes, 5 8-bar loops over here. I can go a little shorter than that. Let's say I want to go with 4 8-bar loops, so why not? 4 8-bar loops over here. But it seems pretty clear that drops have 2 8-bar loops, so I'm going to stick with 2 8-bar loops over here for the drop. And I'm going to stick to the 32 bars for the break again, so I'm going to have 32 bars for the break again, and then another 16 bar for the drop 2. To finish it, 24 bars for the outro. Boom. And then we have our track over here. It's pretty clear. We've lined it up completely, and I'm going to change a little bit. I'm going to go for a mix of this one over here, so I'm going to make a drop / break over here. And at this part over here, I'm going to completely blank it away as it happens over here and over here. So I'm going to mark this as this color over here. There we have it. We have our track lined up. Now it's just time to compose it, but at least we have the arrangement for a track that suits the genre, that fits what hits over millions of plays, and we're taking this out of the question. And we're doing this before we're even starting creating the track. And this takes us to part number 4, which is what are the benefits of doing this? So the main benefits of doing this is that before you even start creating, you already know what you have to create, how long it has to be, how many elements do you have to add. So if I'm doing a vocal track over here that I want to play, let's say from here to here, this part over here might have to be softer. But at this part over here, I might have to take some elements away to make space for the vocal. We can go a bit further if you want. Let's say we want a vocal track for this one. Let's say we want this part over here to have the vocal. We also want vocals over here. We want vocals over here as well, and over here. Perfect. So we have our track completely lined up. We've decided everything. We just have to compose it right now. And this takes us to the benefits of doing this. By doing this, you avoid just creating with the flow. Of course, it limits you because it sets boundaries for when you have to start, when you have to finish. But boundaries can actually make us more creative. And by knowing that I have 32 bars to develop my break, I need to have 32 bars worth of elements to populate these bars. Same happens to the drop. I know that they're gonna be 16 bars long, and the last 8 bars, it's gonna have a vocal as well. If I want to do this, I have to make sure that this has space for the vocal over here. I have to make sure that this has space for the vocal over here. We're not actually creating, but at least we are grounding ourselves and we are making sure that we're creating, one, something that will fit the genre. 2, we're not going to go overboard and overcreate or undercreate. We're going to compose for as much as we need to do. We're not going to let to our minds go with the flow. And then you might say to me, okay, but you're limiting your creativity. Sometimes no. Sometimes you're actually making it easier for your creativity to shine through because you don't have to think about what if the break was 1.5 minutes long. You know that all the tracks that you analyze, the longest it's been is 40 bars. So why would you do a break that is 56? It doesn't make sense according to the tracks that you reference, right? And by doing this trick, before you even start producing your tracks, I can guarantee you that 1, you're not gonna overthink your track. 2, it's gonna be a lot easier to compose and choose what elements go inside this project. And 3, we are setting ourselves for arrangement that worked before. So if it has worked before, now it's your turn to compose something and populate it in a way that will make your listener interested throughout the whole track. But the video is not gonna end here. I'm gonna give you one last warning about this. Setting your arrangement like this will not guarantee you success. You have to populate it adequately. You have to make sure that, at least in my songs, every 8-bar loop something is happening, because this will make the song grow and grow and grow. If you're not doing this because your genre doesn't grow in 8-bar loops, but in 16-bar loops, that's fine. But make sure that your track grows as the arrangement progresses. Otherwise, if you get repetitive, your listener will skip your track. And if he skips your track, as said before, you may lose it for life. So avoid this at all costs and try this trick in your next track. Let me know in the comments below if it has worked and if you like this trick. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you loved it, subscribe to the channel, and I see you in the next video. Ciao.